Kristen Lutz here, and this is my Hip Health Around the World movement. And I've been doing this for quite a while, and this was one of my favorites during warm-ups with volleyball, and I never missed it. Anytime we had a practice or match, this was one of my go-to hip health movements. So what we'll do is we'll start in a kneeling lunge position. The key part about this is that knee is stacked right over your ankle, hip at 90 degrees as well, and we're starting the stretch on this back side with my hip right over my knee. I'm not already in the stretch, and I'm not also rocking back. If you have any problems, concerns with your knees, chondromalacia, any arthritis where maybe just doing this on a mat directly is bothersome, just roll up a towel, add some layers. You can even just double up your mat a little bit where your knee lands and just make that comfortable. A pillow is fine as well. So what I will do too with this is what's called unlock the toes. So my foot's going to be flat in the back on that back leg, and then I'm just going to shift forward. If my hips are like the headlights of a car, I'm not pointing to the right or to the left. I'm going straight towards the wall in front of me, really opening it up in the front of my hip, and I'll do this on the other side so you can see that. I'm not going to be arching with my low back. I want to keep belly button towards my spine and really feel it in the front of my left thigh. You can add a little bit to this as well, do a little bit of a side bend there, but ultimately this is my go-to part for phase one. And then what I'll do is I'll drop down and I twist. And as I twist, you feel the stretches in a few different places. So with this, my hip is trying to settle down to the mat. Knee is just a little bit bent, and I'm getting a stretch all in the sidewall on my left side, and then also a little bit in the back of my right hip and glute area. Try not to sink into your shoulder, just try to stand up nice and tall, get a nice stretch in there, and then as I twist, I'm going to catch my right leg over my left thigh, and I'm going to stay here for a nice stretch. Pull it in a little bit more if I want, or if I'm feeling a little bit extra tight today, I'll start here and then slowly inch my leg up and up. I can then switch that over to my right side. So this way, now you can see a little bit more with that starting position. So again, front leg, knee is stacked over ankle, right at a 90-degree angle. And again, knee is underneath my hip. I'm not already in the stretch and I'm not sinking back. Toe is unlocked, nice and tall. Again, you can add a little side bend stretch in for a few seconds. Ultimately, drive those hips forward. If you are getting into this position, your foot needs to come out further. So add that stretch. And then as we do the turn, it's hands down and then do the twist. Kind of reset a little bit. And now the stretch is on the right side of my body and also in that left glute. And then I'm going to let my left leg rest into my right thigh. And again, you can start here if you're feeling a little tight, or come up a little bit closer to you. Just play around with that. I like to stay in each position for about anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds and hold it there and then switch into the next position. And you can do a few rounds of that. Good luck.